Hi everybody, this is Justina with JustynaTHandMade. In today's tutorial, I'm gonna show you a spin on one of my existing patterns. This is the Dahlia zipper pouch. The original pattern comes with the fabric top panel, but as you can see here, we have a see-through vinyl panel. I finally was able to score some beautiful printed transparent vinyl. I'm always late for any releases and I have no patience for pre-orders, but I was able to actually purchase this beautiful rainbow heart transparent vinyl from Zipper Valley. They also included a cute freebie, this beautiful zipper pull, and when I saw it I just wanted to make something immediately. I figured that the Dahlia zipper pouch will be a great pattern to adapt it for a see-through vinyl. So as you can see, we have the main top portion of the pouch made out of see-through vinyl. Inside we have our base, and the base is made out of waterproof canvas, and I use nylon ripstop fabric for my lining, but you can use woven cotton, any fabric of your choice, because all our seams are covered, so there's no exposed seams. This pattern, like I said, this is the existing Dahlia zipper pouch. So if you already have the pattern, you can just follow this video and make yourself a version with a see-through vinyl. If you didn't purchase the pattern just yet, you can grab a copy from my Etsy store. I will drop a link to the pattern in the description below. And if you are interested in making the original Dahlia pouch, I'm gonna link the video in the top corner for you, so you can directly go and see how the original Dahlia pouch is made. If you do enjoy my tutorials for this project, please consider subscribing to my channel if you are not yet a subscriber, and any likes or comments for the video would be appreciated. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. You can also contact me on Facebook, in the Facebook group, or on Instagram. Links to both are in the description below. And now, if you want to see how this cute see-through version of the Dahlia pouch comes together, please keep watching. To start our project, we're gonna prep our pattern pieces and supplies. Because we are using the see-through vinyl, we're just gonna cut two outer panels, the upper outer panels out of our see-through vinyl. Then we're gonna use our bottom panel to cut two outer base panels out of waterproof canvas, and then two lining panels. I use for this project, you can use cotton, quilted cotton or woven cotton. I'm using a ripstop nylon material. Also, I cut a piece of zipper that I'm gonna be using for my closure. I'm using this beautiful zipper pull that was included in my order with this beautiful see-through printed vinyl from Zipper Valley. And I'm gonna add a little back tag. I'm gonna add the back tag using rivets, but that's totally up to you what kind of back tags you are using, or you can skip that step. Also, I'm gonna be using Gutenberg Mera polyester thread in my bobbin and in my upper thread. So now we have everything ready, so we're gonna start with our zipper closure. You're gonna take one of the upper outer panels and your zipper, and making sure you have the midpoint of the zipper. The zipper is longer, so it gives us a little space, and then it gives us a little room to put our zipper pull on. You should have it somewhere in the center. So when you have the center of the zipper, we're gonna start clipping the zipper coil side down, facing the right side of our vinyl, because that vinyl has a right and wrong side. So I want to make sure I'm clipping the zipper coil side down, or both are right sides together. And I'm gonna start clipping my zipper from the midpoint to the edge, and the same on the other side. When I have my zipper clipped, I'm gonna take it to the machine and I'm gonna sew the zipper on with the 1/8 of an inch seam allowance and 3.5 stitch length. I recommend using a little bit larger stitch length when you are sewing with the clear vinyl, just to make sure we're not gonna create a tear in our material. So take it to the machine and sew the zipper tape on. Now that the zipper is sewn in, you're gonna flip the zipper over and you're gonna take it back to the machine, and now you're gonna top stitch on the zipper side all along the seam with the 1/8 of an inch seam allowance and 3.5 stitch length. So you want to make sure you are sewing on the zipper tape, top stitching all around your seam. Now that your zipper tape is top stitched, and you want to make sure that you are top stitching through the zipper tape and through the clear vinyl. So now we're gonna mark exactly how much of the zipper tape we were using on one of the panels. And now we're gonna split our zipper tape and repeat what we did on one of the panels on the other one. Make sure that my zipper is the right way around, and now I'm gonna start clipping, first matching my marks. When you have the zipper tape clipped to the second upper outer panel, you're gonna take it to the machine and you're gonna sew it on with the 1/8 of an inch seam allowance and 3.5 stitch length. And then you're gonna flip the zipper tape over and top stitch like we did on the first panel. So when we come back, we wanna have the zipper tape attached and top stitched. Now that we have both our upper panels completed, we're gonna connect them with the zipper pull. So you want to choose which panel you think looks better. Maybe you did a better job on one of the panels top stitching, so choose this one as a front panel and insert your zipper pull accordingly. So I think I'm happier with this one, so that's going to be my front panel. Align the panels and insert your zipper pull. Make sure those two panels align. If it looks good, just pull the zipper pull all the way through, making sure that the panels on the other side align as well. And now you can reinsert it again. And now the top of your pouch, it's ready. Now we're gonna move on to creating our base. So you're gonna take your lining panels and your outer panels and place both of them right sides together and clip along the sides. When you have both panels prepped like this, you're gonna take them to the machine and you're gonna sew along those 4 edges with the 3/8 of an inch seam allowance and 2.5, or you can just keep 3.5 stitch length. So take both units to the machine and sew the sides together. Now that my both lining and outer panels, the base panels are sewn on the sides, I'm gonna prep my top unit. As you can see, I secured my zipper so it won't come undone. Now I'm gonna trim the zipper to size. And now I'm gonna turn my upper panel wrong side out. I'm gonna take my lining, making sure it's wrong side out. I'm gonna insert the upper unit inside and align the side seams with the center of my zipper. And now clip the edges together all around. And when I have that done, I'm gonna take my project to the machine and I'm gonna baste the lining on with the 1/8 of an inch seam allowance and 3.5 stitch length. So I'm gonna first baste my sides to make sure that my lining won't shift while I sew, and then continue basting the lining all around the bottom edge of my top panel. Now that we have the lining basted, we're gonna turn the unit right side out and now we're gonna slip the outer bottom panel over our top unit and do what we did with the lining. So we're gonna clip it all around our bottom edge, starting with the zipper. And now we're gonna take our project back to the machine and we're gonna sew the base on with the 3/8 of an inch seam allowance and 3.5 stitch length. I'm gonna baste my side seams to the zippers first and then continue sewing the panel on. Now that I have the panels sewn in, I'm gonna flip them over in the right side position. The same thing with lining. You can finger press the seams. I wouldn't recommend using an iron. And you can use clips to clip the lining together with the outer panel. And when you have your project prepped like this, you're gonna take it to the machine and you're gonna top stitch all around the bottom panel, making sure you are pulling the outer and the lining so they're aligned nicely on the inside. And you're gonna be sewing with the 1/8 of an inch seam allowance and 3.5 stitch length. Now that my base is top stitch, I'm gonna attach my back tag. So I'm gonna use rivets to attach it. I wanna make sure I'm not gonna be attaching it through the lining, just only on my outer fabric. And now I'm gonna move on to finishing up our base. So you wanna flip the panels wrong side out. Now you will have to fold the top over so you can encase it in your outer panel. And clip the bottom edges together. Repeat that on the lining. In the lining, you want to mark an opening that's gonna serve as our turning hole. And when you have your project prep like this, you're gonna take it to the machine and you're gonna sew on the lining only those two spaces. You leave this open and you're gonna make sure to backstitch well on the beginning and on the end of the seam. And on the outer panel, you're gonna sew all the way through and you're gonna be sewing with the 3/8 of an inch seam allowance and 3.5 stitch length. Now that the bottom seams of the base panel are sewn, we're gonna box our corners. And when you have all corners prepped like this, you're gonna take your project back to the machine and you're gonna box all 4 corners using a 3/8 of an inch seam allowance and 3.5 stitch length. Now that you have all your corners boxed, you can trim the seam allowances a little bit. And you're gonna turn your project right side out through the opening in the lining. inspect your project. If everything is looking good, we can now close the opening in the lining. And now take it back to the machine and top stitch along the opening with the 1/8 or 1/16 of an inch seam allowance and 2.5 or 3.5 stitch line. Now that the lining is closed, put it inside of your project, push the corners out, and your Dahlia zipper pouch with the see-through upper panel is done. Your project is now completed. The see-through version of the Dahlia zipper pouch is ready to use. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that you're gonna give the project a go. If you do, please make sure to share it with me on social media. The link to the Facebook group and to my Instagram account is in the description box below. And if you have any questions or suggestions, please leave a comment under this video. Till the next time.